Welcome to Đồng Nai Radio and Television Stations. Here comes the news today. The first 6 months of 2021 is a very difficult time when Vietnam experienced 2 outbreaks, and especially the outbreak from early May until now is still very complicated. This has a significant impact on the implementation of the government dual goals. However, due to the perseverance and unceasing efforts, Vietnam economy tends to recover. Efforts to overcome difficulties, Vietnam's economy tends to recover as shown in a 6-month GDP growth rate of 5.64%, higher than 1.82% growth rate of the same period in 2020. Agriculture had a good season, achieving the highest growth in the period 2012 to 2021. Export turnover of goods reached $316.7 billion USD, up to 32.2%. The average customer price index in 6 months only increased by 1.47%, the lowest in many years. Money market, credit, exchange rates, interest rate are stable. State budget revenue is estimated at 58.2% of the yearly estimate. Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính recently issued Directive 16 on ensuring decent jobs, raising living standards, and improving working conditions for workers. The Prime Minister requested the Ministry of Labour, Work Invalid and Social Affairs to urgently complete and submit to competent authority for promulgating policy to support difficulties for workers and businesses to overcome the COVID-19 pandemic, and promptly time to organize and implement to ensure stable labor and employment situations. According to the Directive 16, the Ministry of Labour, Work Invalid and Social Affairs needs to come up with policy to effectively maintain the goals of post-pandemic prevention and economic development. The ministry also needs to proactively develop training programs to improve the qualifications and skills of workers to support adaptation to changing conditions and circumstances during and after the COVID-19 pandemic. In the context of the complicated development of the COVID-19 pandemic, many businesses in Đồng Nai are arranging for employees to stay at the company after working hours, recorded at Khang Thành Packaging Company. At Khang Thành Packaging Company, where there are 200 regular workers and about 150 seasonal workers, as soon as the province sent an official letter to encourage workers from Ho Chi Minh City and Bình Dương to temporarily stay in Đồng Nai to work, the enterprise informed the worker to repair. The company has also developed a plan for employees to stay at the factory when the pandemic situation becomes more complicated. Mr. Nguyễn Như Thuần, company director, said Khang Thành repaired food for about 140 people in 3 months. All the personal tools and some equipment to convert the toilet into the bathroom have also been repaired. Kurdish security sources said on July 6 that a drone carrying explosives hit Erbil International Airport in northern Iraq controlled by the Kurds, targeting a U.S. base on the airport's campus. According to the sources, flights were suspended following the attack. In a statement, the Pentagon says it has received reports from the attack, but that initial information did not indicate any damage or casualties. Another U.S. military spokesman says a drone has crashed near Erbil. The incident came a day after in the Ain al-Assad airspace, where the U.S. military is stationed, and the U.S. embassy in Baghdad was also attacked from the rockets and drones. On July 6, the government of Canada announced that Mary Simon was the new Governor General of this country, thereby becoming the first Indigenous Inuit to serve the highest representative of the Queen Elizabeth II in the North American country. Ms. Simons was a journalist and a chairperson of the Inuit Tabarit Kanastami, a national organization that protects and promotes the rights and interests of the indigenous Inuit people in Canada. At the announcement of the appointment decisions in the Copenhagen, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau says Canada is honored to have Mr. Simons as the first Indigenous Governor General. Canada has not had the Queen representation in the country since January 21st this year, after the resignation of the former Governor General Julie Payette. That was on the news today. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.